Okay.
Okay, we're broadcasting and we're live now.
And I gotta leave, so that was a great idea. So I had boar today. That was good.
You had what?
Boar.
Oh, kick ass, man.
I had a boar burger. It was boar, bacon, a fried egg, lettuce, jalapenos. Real good.
That's pretty awesome.
They called it the Freshman 15. I thought it was funny. And, my wife's mom was in town for a little bit. She hung out. Didn't drive my wife completely crazy, which was nice.
That's cool.
And she's nice to have around for a little bit here and there. Lives up in Michigan. How was your week's been?
I'm texting you some pictures.
Okay.
So is it productive? We haven't closed on the house yet, but we did put in an offer, and our closing date is the 23rd.
I didn't even know you were looking to buy a house.
Well.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Steven. I got you muted just in case there's any background.
Not being able to hear Steven was part of the problem the last time. I'd like to avoid that.
No. Unless he muted himself. Steven, did you mute yourself?
We can see you.
There we go.
Yeah, there you are.
Hey James, you're mute. You're really loud, by the way. I mean, I turned my volume down quite a bit, but I can still hear you very loudly in my ear.
Is that any better?
No.
I turned the mic down like 60%.
Yeah, sometimes pickup is a different sound option.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, James, sometimes pickup is a different sound option.
I'm looking.
Get your shit together.
How about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really.
A little.
Okay, I turned the pickup from 50 down to 17. How about that?
I don't know. Maybe your mic is just good.
Is that any better?
That's a little better.
It's at 5%. I can't nerf it a whole lot more than that without muting it, so just waiting to hear from Chris. Hopefully he remembered. That we're going tonight, and we can
So I just made you the main presenter, James.
Mm-hmm.
And, your video will be primary to everyone, no matter who's talking. By the way.
Okay.
I can change
it. Interesting to say right now. Really, just kind of waiting on Chris to show up.
So check out my little thing I got right here. There's my computer, and then there's my TV.
Mm-hmm.
With Roll20. And so I'm going to be doing Roll20 on the TV, and then Google Hangouts on the computer.
Nice.
Last time it was really annoying me because it was just not a lot of real estate on here. I'm managing the Hangout and seeing Roll20.
Okay, you guys did get your 2.0 character sheets that I sent, right? Sent them a while back.
I have mine. I'm looking it over again.
Okay, just make sure there's no mistakes on there. Or...
That's pretty smart. I'm going to do that too now. So are we going to start over completely?
I wasn't planning on it.
Well, I mean, we didn't... we can continue on. It depends on your storyline. It's up to you. I'm not concerned with it one way or the other. It's just now that Katarina's not here. I don't know if you want to carry on with that character player or whatever they call
them. I'll have her go through the dungeon with you guys just because I don't have another player lined up right now, and you guys might need a fourth. Like, just it would be too hard for me to in the next like I've had like an hour to like try to rebalance stuff, and it might be too rough to try to rebalance on the fly, especially since this is my second session ever DMing. I'll just have her go along with you guys, and I'll kind of half-ass player. And if anything like comes up where you guys need the extra damage, I'll make her do it. But I'll try to let you guys handle it for the most part.
Cool beans.
Of course, that's assuming if I don't hear back from Chris, we might not even get to go because playing with 2 guys would be real hard. Or you guys could just give me like 20 minutes and I could try to design something for 2 people real quick on the fly, but...
That sounds fun.
Okay.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Okay.
Just for also for practice.
If I don't hear from him by about 7:15, I'll give him a call, and then if he says he's not going to make it, I'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
Because I want to finish my drink and my chips and salsa. Steven, how does the day find you?
Coming down with something.
I'm sorry.
I'm good. I'm really good. What about you two?
You're coming down with something, but you're really good. That's
Hey,
incredibly
it's a
optimistic.
day off. It's a day off. I'm gonna be optimistic.
Fair enough. Okay, I've got it.
I can't. It's funny, James. On your for the volume of my computer, if I turn my computer all the way off, like I put it on 2 or 100, you're just as loud no matter what.
Okay, so then it's not on me.
I guess not. I don't know.
So then in that case, I'm going to turn my pickup back up so that the computer isn't not picking me up at all.
I mean, when I was editing all this stuff, it was you were definitely I mean, I could hear you the best.
Okay. What was I doing?
Oh.
I was looking at character sheets. Because I wanted to make sure your armor was correct.
Don't open fucking browser. Okay, I got some questions, James.
Mm-hmm.
On my character sheet, where it talks about race features and theme features, it seems to cut off some of the information.
Oh, yeah, that's something I was going to fix with you guys. Let me know where it cuts off, and I'll read the rest of it, and if you guys have it printed out, or you can type it out somewhere, and I can give you the rest of each of those.
Can you just
Wait, under vassal features?
Anything that's cut off on your guys' sheets, I'll fill in for you right now, since we've got some time. That's a good idea.
You just want to take a screenshot or something?
I don't know if I'll be able to. I mean, I'd have to take one for each power. That could take even longer than...
It will... For my race feature, it cuts off...
What's it called? Tell
race
me
feature, dilettante, and dual heritage.
Okay, so where does dilettante cut off?
You can use that power as an encounter.
The only other word you're missing is power.
Okay, and then for dual heritage, it says you can take feats that have either health, elf, or human as prerequisite, as well as those specifically for half elves, as long as you
meet any other requirements.
Okay. Under theme features, is there anything after the first one? Choose another benefit from the spell scarred Harbinger starting feature list?
You can use only one ability gained from this list per encounter.
All right. What list is it talking about?
The Spell-Scarred Harbinger starting feature list, which is something when you built your character as a Spell-Scarred Harbinger, you got to choose between Dimension Shift, Twist of Fate, and Vanish, and you chose Dimension Shift.
I chose, and
Vanish, so you did not choose Twist of Fate.
Right. So we've got that, and then Spell-Scarred Harbinger starting feature. All I have is Vanish. You can gain one of the following abilities. Dimension Shift, once per encounter you.
How do I do a screenshot? Because that one's really long.
I would, are you on a Windows computer?
Yeah.
Hit the Windows button, or Windows S if you're on 8, and type in Snipping Tool, SNIPPING, and then that gives you a thing where you can actually select to take a screenshot. Like, you can take a specific picture of your screen.
Okay, well, when I do that to take the mouse away, it makes the little bubble for what the power is disappear.
Okay, then you can also hit the print screen button, and then that will take an actual screenshot of your entire screen.
Sometimes also control print screen.
Alright, so I want...
Then open up Paint. I'm going to hit Control V.
Yeah, it's not that long. It's for your Spell-Scarred Harbinger starting feature, Vanish.
Well, it should be 2, right? That's the dilettante thing.
Well, I already read you dilettante.
Okay, no, I remember that. Yeah, dilettante basically means you can choose 2.
Yeah. Okay. You've got. Now, dilettantes, you get to do a different attack or a different at will. This is something else.
Okay, well, first let's just go over Vanish, because I really like that feature, and I want to know more about it.
Vanish, once per encounter, as a minor action, you may become invisible until the start of your next turn.
Oh, so I automatically become visible. And what if at the start of my next turn I vanish again?
Once per encounter.
Oh, okay. So it's a counter power.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Dimension Shift, which you also have, is once per encounter, you may teleport 2 squares as a minor action.
Oh, so I can move, and then if I want to, I can teleport. Or I can teleport around things I might not be able to otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Cool. So some movement stuff. Next part, class, path, and destiny features.
Mm-hmm.
You gain benefits associated with your domain, which include special features plus 2 at-will attack powers. And that's all. It stops there.
Mm-hmm. You gain benefits associated with your domain, which includes special features plus 2 at-will attack powers. Where is that? Is that a racial thing? Is that...
Class and path destiny. It's under
class.
Race features, I guess. Or, yeah, class.
Okay. You don't actually need to see that part. That's just saying that you get extra powers that you don't have yet.
Well, what about under...
Where does it cut off, actually?
At-will attack powers.
1 utility power and 1 encounter attack power.
1 utility power?
Mm-hmm. You don't have any of those yet. You don't get them till later on.
Okay, and then Spell-Scarred Subterfuge. You gain a +2 feet bonus to Diplomacy and Bluff. In addition, you gain a +4 bonus to all attempts made to conceal.
Spell-Scarred Subterfuge. Or disguise your spell scar. If you have the Student of the Plague feat, increase that feat bonus to +4.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, I have low light senses. That's cool. All right. I was hoping I would be able to do something slick as far as vanishing, to be able to vanish pretty much. I would vanish and then move, and then stay vanished, and then they wouldn't know where I was until I attacked them.
That's not what vanish is for.
I know. Well, it's to vanish and move
Oh yeah.
until but I'd have to move behind something or hide because at the start of my next turn, I'll come back.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so is there anything else you're missing, like on your power cards, or?
Those are pretty much, those are the things I was trying to understand. What are you talking about? My power card?
The
At
pages
will
that have
powers?
your little breakouts of your powers.
No, not that I can see. All the powers, they're in actual individual boxes, and the last pages has a couple blank squares, so I don't think I'm missing anything.
Okay. Do you want the flavor text for any of them?
I think I have most flavor texts.
I don't think you have any flavor text.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess it'd just be fun at some point to be able to see all of my stuff on my own, even if I need to purchase a program.
Okay.
I mean, you've heard me building these guys up.
I'm sure there's a way to do it with the flavor text. I just haven't figured it out yet. Because it's importing it from the builder, and the builder has the character text, or the flavor text. I just don't know why. The
Probably save space.
Yeah. Steven, is there anything on your sheet that you need?
Let me see.
Oh, Austin, there was one more thing I noticed. Do you want to keep your heavy shield, or would you rather have a light shield? Because you're taking penalties for using a light shield. If you look at your, I think in your AC or reflex, one of the two, you have a -1 on your first page.
Under defenses?
Yeah.
I don't see anything. I don't see any minuses.
Under reflex, you don't have a minus?
Reflect is REF, right?
Yeah.
No. There's a +0 under armor ability.
I could have sworn you had a -0 or a -1 on there somewhere.
I don't remember having a shield.
You do. Because you got a bonus for it for something.
Oh, heavy shield. AC +2. CHK -2.
Oh. CHK?
That's what it says.
What is CHK?
That's a good question. It just says CHK :-2.
Huh.
I mean, under skills, I have a -2 for acrobatics, athletics, endurance, stealth, and thievery.
Oh yeah,
my armor.
-2 to checks. That's it. I can leave it like that if you want the AC bonus, or I can give you a light shield. You'll lose 1 to your AC, but you'll gain 1 to reflex and 2 to all those checks.
Yeah, I think I'd rather a lighter shield.
Okay.
Oh.
Then give me just a second to...
If you're going to offer, I will take you up on it.
La la, where is my...
You know, I listened to that, the audio again.
Uh-huh.
And I stab him, you have a mace. And then I hit him. And then I say a spell, you're a priest. I say a prayer. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I liked it. Alright, this should be the updated one that I'm sending to you in some sort of email.
Are we going to get roll 20 up?
Well, that depends on whether or not Chris is going to join us, because he just sent me a text saying him and his wife wants him to take her to a movie, and I was like, dude, you've known about this for like 3 weeks. Come on.
That's true. And I'm stocked for alcohol to drink all night.
Well, you got to watch the kid.
The kid. Call her by her name.
You have to watch Charlotte. You have to watch Charlotte. If you want to drag your laptop in there, and then I can play his guy, and you can play your person, that would make me not have to panic throw together a 2-person session because he's not playing.
Her audio last time was really, really poor.
Yeah, I know. She was on a pair of crappy little earbuds. Like, it would be better if she just went off her...
Probably.
Straight up off her laptop. Did you get the new sheet?
Not yet.
I sent it. Steven, let me do your stuff while I'm waiting on him. What's cut off on yours that you need to know about?
Alright. Let me just bring it back up. Let's see. Under racial features, nothing there. Under class path and destiny features, Guardian's Might Earth Strength is cut off.
Okay. At what point does it cut off?
In a variety of ways to augment the fighting abilities, choose
one of the following options. And then you chose Earth Strength, which would have already been folded into your abilities. All it says is if you're not wearing heavy armor, you can do your con modifier instead of your dex modifier to determine AC. So that's already in there. Also, in addition, when you use a second wind, you gain an additional bonus to AC equal to your Constitution modifier. The bonus lasts until the end of your next turn.
What does marking do again, by the way?
Marking generally means that if you mark an enemy and they attack someone else that is not you, you get a free attack on them. So it's basically you using it to tie up an enemy.
I thought they took a -2 to hit anyone with an attack that didn't include me. Let me see.
That sounds right.
But that one of my class features lets me attack them. Yeah, it's -2 penalty to attack rules for any attack that doesn't target the creature that marked you.
Well, where's the thing about marking again?
It's under conditions, which is... I just have it up on the wiki. I don't know which book it's in. You take a -2 penalty to attack rolls for any attack that doesn't target the creature that marked you. You can be subjected only to one mark at a time. Newer marks supersede older ones. A mark ends when its creator dies or is unconscious.
-2 to attack, that's it. It's not opportunity attack. Okay. He's not coming. So, I'll give you guys the option. We can run the thing I had planned, and I'll just try to play him. Or you can give me, like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I'll just try to throw, like... I mean, really, the only thing I could do would be throw together some sort of danger room combat thing. It's just RPing for an hour would be kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, you can take 20 minutes or so. It seems... Was there a reason that I couldn't wear studded leather armor? It's not showing that I get a minus on my check for it.
Your guy, studded leather.
Yeah, I used to be in studded leather armor and a heavy shield. The heavy shield gave me a -2 to checks, but it doesn't look like the studded leather did.
Studded leather doesn't even show it to be an option for you.
Because I actually was wearing it on my character sheet last time, and it didn't give me a minus to checks.
It doesn't give you a minus to checks, but you don't have proficiency in it, so you shouldn't have been able to wear it. That was an error on my part.
Oh, okay.
So you can eventually take a feat that would give you proficiency in it, but right now you shouldn't have had that.
Alright.
Was there anything else that was cut off on your sheet?
Well, I have Nature's Wrath is cut off, but that just tells you about marking an enemy adjacent to your turns. It doesn't give you any attacks, does it?
Okay.
Cut off, it says this mark lasts until the end of your next
turn.
Okay.
In addition, you also gain the Warden's Fury and Warden's Grasp powers.
Which are all the way down at the bottom.
And I would assume already spelled out.
Yes. Warden's Fury, immediate interrupt. Although it's not spelled out accurately. Warden's Fury is that if an enemy you've marked attacks another enemy, you get to attack them, right?
Warden's Fury. It is an immediate interrupt at melee range. You attack an enemy that has attacked your ally and diminish its defenses. So when someone hits someone that you've marked, hits someone that is not you, if you're within range, melee range, which is you pretty much got to be adjacent to them, you can interrupt their attack to do your attack. Let me see what it looks like on your... Warden's, which one?
Warden's Fury.
Yeah, it's right on your thing. It just doesn't say. That's what I was talking about, the flavor text. I need to try to figure out how to get that. Save PDF of hero. Let's try that.
Because my form of Winter's Herald doesn't tell you everything about the attack either. No, wait, no, what does it do? It says... Oh, it doesn't tell you about the effects of your form. The form of Winter's Herald only tells you about the attack, not anything of the bonuses for being in the form. Either.
Working on it.
Did you message me or did you email me? Because I haven't gotten anything.
Email?
I didn't get it. Which is weird. I mean, you can finish. Well, I mean...
Send it to noreply@dropbox.com. That's on me. I grabbed the first email I saw that said Austin Madison on it.
Nice. So, Steven.
Yes, Austin.
Did you hear that we recorded last episode that we did, and I
yes, and
edited it?
I heard that my voice was in it when no one else could hear me.
Yeah, it was. Because we're all
I hope
talking
you
like, where's
edited
Steve?
that
Like,
out.
I'm right here. I did. I left in all the stuff where we were kind of like knuckleheading around and not knowing what we were doing. Most of the other stuff I took out. But, James, you never told me what you thought of it.
I thought I did. Yeah, it sounded good.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
I could have sworn I told you what I thought of it.
Because I was waiting for you to tell me to send it to everybody else. Or we can make that folder available to everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do that. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
I mean, really, either way, I think it would be fun to get more experience fighting, and especially fighting with, as Steven's sort of the tank, I guess, and I'm the what is it, the controller? I don't know the names.
You should be the healer, more or less.
Yes, I know there's different terms for all that stuff.
And let me just find a picture of something and I'll throw something together.
Okay. Oh man, I'm already done my first video. Wow, my strength is +0.
Yeah, that was something I was noticing when I was listening back to it. You're like, my strength is 10, and I just let it roll because I wasn't paying attention.
I was like, what?
Listening back, yeah.
You were like, I have 10 to strength, and I'm like, I'm only getting a +2 over here. How do you
I don't think you do, but...
Yeah.
Alright. So I need you to go there.
But I don't envision Turin being that strong anyways, given his background and his character, who he is. Strength isn't what he would be interested in. Clearly, with a wisdom of 18.
Mm-hmm.
You might be better off on a hilltop somewhere.
That's where he's. Well, that's kind of the point. That's where he's been. Like, I kept saying over and over, and I don't know why I kept saying it. I took most of them out, but I kept saying I haven't talked to people in a long time. And like listening to it again, I was like, okay, I get it. You don't have to keep repeating the same damn thing over and over.
Yes, well, I mean, I know my character needs a bit more work too, as far as how he acts and responds, and who knows.
Yeah. Oh, and did you notice, James, I was able to get your intro music and make it your outro music?
Nah, honestly, when it got close to the end and I was wrapping up, I didn't stick it all the way out. I'm sorry.
I did. I managed to make it, and then I had to fade in and fade out, so it sounded like it was meant to be. Yeah, it was fun.
The map that I liked was too big to fit. So let's try this one.
So you can take a second wind almost any time during the fight, but you can only do it once per encounter.
Yes.
So what's the difference between a surge and a second wind?
A healing surge is something that you can do pretty much whenever. A second wind is something you can only do once. And
so my surge value is 7 HP, and I can do that 11 times a day, pretty much whenever I want. Or whenever you let me, I guess.
I'm getting a message from someone else. Give me a second.
That was me. Anywho.
No,
yeah,
I'm getting messages from a couple different people.
I think there's like a 5-minute rest. You have to rest for 5 minutes after an encounter.
That makes sense.
Basically, in order to be able to use your second wind again, you had to rest for like 5 minutes.
But what about surges?
Surges, I'm pretty sure that you can do. I think they're still subject to the 5-minute limit after an encounter, but afterwards you can use as many as you want whenever you want.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta find a map that'll fit, because all the ones I like are too big to fit on the Roll20 thing, and I haven't figured out how to... I spent most of the day learning how to do Fog of War, so you guys couldn't see the stuff that I have hidden, but all these maps are way too big. I just need like a small little room, come on. Maybe that'll work.
Calm down, Isabel.
Why didn't that one save?
That's what she said.
Oh, I put it in the wrong folder.
That's what she said.
I don't think that's how that works, Austin.
No, I've gotten into the habit. Me and my friend, we like to say that she said the things that don't make sense. She's just a weird person. That's our joke. She's not as sexual as everyone says she is. That's the idea.
Oh. So, Austin, are you really planning on playing drunk?
No, I don't. No, I just like to. Actually, this beer is 6.0 alcohol by volume. It's an IPA, and the flavor text for the IPA, inspired by the live music capital of the world. The Green Room IPA is a happy and hoppy beer that strikes all the right chords. This tasty brew tunes up taste buds with some intense grapefruit flavors. Hibiscus aromas sustain the experience with finishes with bright citrus notes. So it is a delicious, delicious beer that I drink. That I also eat little pieces of grilled chicken breast strips. But no, I don't like to get drunk, but I do like to drink. If that makes any sense. Although it is fun listening to Drunks and Dragons when they are drunk. All right, back. I'm going to go get some. I'm going to go get some chocolate.
I might just have to draw one real quick because this isn't working out super well trying to find one.
I'm going to be right back as well. Setting myself on mute again. It lets me do that again.
So, really, Brandon?
I thought he knew. According to I take a break.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because Chris bailed and I don't have anything. Like I was going to have a hard enough time doing it without you, but without two people, I'm going to have to make something up on the fly. It's okay. Yeah, but they're both off doing other stuff for a minute.
Dave?
Trying to throw something together real quick.
No, this is not by the way, sorry.
Bye, man.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do, so I'm trying to just throw it on a map, so if you guys will bear with me for a few more minutes, I'll be ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to live through this, because I'm just panic doing it, but...
That's funny.
I'm sure you're not going to kill us off permanently when no one else is here to see
Yeah,
our
no,
death.
this isn't gonna be in continuity. This isn't gonna be...
Just make them all minions.
Well, no.
No, we need something to challenge us, don't we?
Yeah.
At least a little. Especially if we're actually getting experience points from it or not.
No, you're not gonna get XP for this. Because I don't want you guys leveling up at a different rate than anybody else, and that would...
Throw everything off, yeah.
Yeah. He'll just have to deal with not having a tutorial next time.
You mean they'll just be thrown in?
Yeah.
Whatever works, really.
I'm developing quite the image file library, though.
That's good.
Good old Google. Alright, how many of these do I need? Okay, and last guy.
Hey, James.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between an Irishman and an alcoholic?
What's the difference between an Irishman and an alcoholic? I don't know.
One's a professional, the other one's an amateur.
My brother-in-law is actually part Irish, so I have to deal with jokes like that quite a bit.
I'm a half.
Yes, I'm also quite a bit Irish. So I don't mind joking about him.
Okay. There's going to be a couple of big pictures, but that's just so you can see what the little pictures look like because they don't fit on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So ignore the big pictures for purposes of anything other than just that's what it looks like because the other one's tiny.
Is this going to be a Roll20, or you want to share your screen?
It's Roll20. I just built a separate page for it. Although I guess you can zoom in and see stuff, so I'm going to delete the big pictures because that takes up some of my available free user memory. Steven already shows to be in. Do I have the players on the right page? Yeah, okay. So I just need to add...
I'm seeing an image that says Iceland, Sweden, and Norway.
Yeah, I just grabbed a map of Europe because I...
Are you talking about the Erie? Or where do I find this in Roll20?
I need a Barladock. Well, why don't you let me... Oh, there we go. Okay.
Right.
I just got to figure out how to darken the grid so that... Grid to enable or so the enable checkbox. Grid opacity slider. Where is that? On page settings.
I am a little inebriated, though. Steven.
What?
I am a little inebriated.
Where is page settings?
That's what she said.
Page toolbar. Gear icon next to the page you'd like to edit. Got it.
That's not what she said. She's much more interested in that.
Grid enabled. There we go. I like that better. Okay, so since you guys made Irish jokes, I'm going to start you in Ireland.
I approve.
Alright, so you guys can see the map and you can see everything I'm doing, right?
I see a black square with, looks like some stone floors, but it's very small.
I've got the same thing. I've got a black square with part of our dungeon from the last session on it.
Oh, yeah. How about now?
There.
Oh.
Now you can see it.
Yeah, I forgot. That's something that I learned about doing last time was I can build maps that you guys can't see, and then I can switch you between.
That is cool. Keeps everything handy, right?
Mm-hmm. And I learned how to do fog so that you guys can't see stuff in the room, so I can have the monsters where I want them to be without you guys knowing they're there in advance.
That's also cool.
So I'm learning the program. I'm not all the way there yet. So
we're in Ireland. So basically, me and my half-dwarf friend Barlodock are just gonna go get drunk at different various pubs and different shenanigans and malarkey that we're gonna get into.
And we're going to be chased down because we started a bar fight. So really, we're going to be
many bar fights.
Really, we're going to be fighting law enforcement, right? We're going to be like brawling with the bouncers.
I have a plan for the other story once we can actually get Chris back, but I don't want to run it with only 2 people. So
well, you could start us in Britain. I'll be like Arthur, and I'll be Merlin.
There you go.
I mean, you guys can move your own characters. You have that power. If you want to be somewhere else. Okay, so all that we're gonna do for the time being is just a straight combat encounter against. Pretend that this is not a map of Europe. Pretend that it is some sort of tomb, because I couldn't find a tomb map that I wanted to use, but I was able to find a. Actually, hell, give me a second. Maybe I can find this exact tomb in the book.
Yeah, because it was like, does that mean we're going to be walking across oceans now?
Well, I would just let you. I wouldn't have there be any. Movement restrictions, but I'll see if I can find the one that I'm using. Surely somebody has scanned it in. It'd help if I use the right name. And let's see if I can scale this to fit the.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's not bad.
Oh, hang on.
I'll be right back. I have my phone on me when you text me.
I love the smell of undead in the morning.
I want it to not align to grid, though.
No, I hope no one else actually drops from the campaign.
He just said he couldn't do it tonight, but if this becomes a problem, I may just put all three of us on a looking for group thing on Reddit.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of forums about that, too. I mean, have you seen the Order of the Stick comic?
No.
They've got a massive forum about looking for groups, too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm just trying to get it close to where you guys are going to snap onto it.
We'll do that so you can see the little, where the squares are. That's pretty close.
This map just isn't quite the right size.
Well, you can change the amount of squares too, can't you? You can change the size of the grid underneath it.
I can change the size of the grid underneath it, but when I try to do that, I just can't ever get it to line up all that well. Okay, so let's try this. I'll make the map the size that I want-ish. Then I zoom in to 150%. Right-click your map, choose Advanced, align to grid. Try this again.
I'm okay if it's not perfect.
I know, but I want to get it close enough that it's not going to bug me. If I can't figure it out real quick, we'll just go.
Oh no, I demand perfection, James. From you. Because I know you can achieve it.
Just try making it smaller, see if that helps.
I'm reading I don't know, something funny. It's someone saying if China went up to the moon and then knocked down our flag and then put their own flag up, and then they were like, ha ha. And the guy was like, what would America do? Spend a couple of $1 billion just to fly somewhere that they used to fly to, decided wasn't cool anymore, just to knock down the Chinese flag and put theirs back up? And then someone's response said, that's the only thing that can get us back to the moon. That's exactly what we would do. Because it's true.
But if they messed up their calculations, they wouldn't be able to really reach it easily.
Alright, that's gonna have to just be good enough. You guys are mostly in the squares that you're in. I got all the other maps perfect. I don't know why I can't figure this stupid one out. Maybe it's just too bit weird of a size, but... Let me go get my dice, and we'll go.
Yeah, I don't use physical dice. What about you, Austin?
Nope, I'm using Roll20.
Well, I understand why James does it. Because
if I had roll dice, I would.
Well, in theory, that's so none of us cheat, you know?
That's true.
But he has to have physical dice because he has to roll hidden from us.
Okay.
Alright.
So, you guys enter a tomb. Just the two of you.
Sure.
Good luck. And the air smells of death. A flickering purple light dimly illuminates this pillared chamber. Two badly decayed corpses stand before the first two pillars, and two skeletal figures lurk in the space behind the back two pillars. Which is just kind of what I tried to do as best I can with the map, since I couldn't get it to fit, because the ones I designed we didn't get to use because somebody didn't show up tonight. I'm not bitter. In the rear of the chamber, a bound and half-gagged man struggles atop a 4-foot-high stone sarcophagus. A half-sized human skull sits on the sarcophagus next to the man's head. The skull is the source of the purple illumination. A pair of feral and misshapen humanoids with pale skin and clawed hands turn toward you, distracted by your entrance from doing something unspeakable to this man. Now, I gotta remember where the initiative thing is.
Wait, is the one with the dark background up there the prisoner?
Dark background up where?
You got, oh no, those are still enemies. Never mind. Got it.
I know it was in here somewhere. There's an initiative tracker. There we go. Alright, so...
Roll for initiative?
Yeah, roll for initiative. And tell me what your number is.
Oh. Oh, wow. We both rolled. Oh, I didn't do a plus anything. That's why, I had the...
Steven got a 6.
Which is pretty bad.
Yeah, we both did pretty bad.
Do you have a dexterity modifier, Austin?
No.
No.
My
So
dex is 10. The ability modifier is 0.
you're not going to be able to dodge any.
Gotta give all these guys names so it's easier to keep track of them. So, give me a second, because I'm still, again, wasn't planning on having to do this. I had a whole thing set up, I had a whole bunch of maps, different enemies, there was treasure, there was stuff.
There was stuff. Just name them after the Fellowship.
Well, I've already got 5 of them in.
You can make their names display on the screen, too. Get how, but...
You guys can see the names?
Not on the screen, no. You're supposed to be able to make their names. That's actually what I did when I was running it.
I have show nameplate selected for all of them.
I'm not seeing names on the screen.
I don't know what to tell you.
How to do it.
You can see me moving the guy on the bottom, right?
Yes.
Maybe the names are just for me.
I think you can. I think there's a setting, like when you hit one of them and do settings, there's a show all by. But
yeah, I gotta do player permission C.
Yes.
So you guys can see Phil?
Yes, I can see Phil.
Okay, yeah, I've got to individually give you the right to see their names.
That's awkward.
I can see the names now.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Phil.
Oh, that's handy. That
Clarence.
means I can.
Gary. Very
Hey,
nice.
you know what I did back when I ran a tutorial? I did 3 enemies, and I named them Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. And because Aragorn is a king, I made him a polymorphed monarch butterfly. He had, even in his smaller size, he still had like 16 string. You know?
That's funny. I like that. I approve. Well, my character is named after someone in the Silmarillion.
Alright, can you guys see Gimli's health? Is there anything in the green thing above him, or can you even select him?
Nope, I can't do anything with those guys.
Okay,
no,
good.
I can't select.
That's gonna make me keeping track of their HP a lot easier.
Yeah.
If it's just secret.
Yeah. So I'll input their HPs, and then I'll be ready to go.
Because we have green bars over our heads, but not the enemies.
So who's the? You said there was someone that was being held hostage or something that had blue light over their head or something.
Yeah, there's a guy in here that I'm not really even worried about that because.
You could just save him, but it doesn't really matter where he is.
Yeah. And for these guys.
And for the sake of the alcohol thing, this guy is a regular bartender. And one day we went in to drink, and his wife was like, "You didn't show up last night."
No, we gotta go get him.
I know.
He poured the best
need to be paid. We don't even need to be paid. He mixes his drinks so well, we'll do it for free.
Yeah. I agree with that.
We're drunk, desperate fools.
Alright, now I just need to roll these guys' initiative, and then I'm done. Austin Years was a 6. Zombies are rolling well so far.
Oh, come on.
Great. Like a challenge. Wait, are these undead?
They are.
Because you know I have special skills for undead.
I'm aware of that.
Sweet.
I do not. I simply crush it into small pieces.
Gimli didn't roll so hot. Okay, apparently I can't assign a negative value to initiative, because
Of course.
Gimli would have gotten one. Because these guys have a penalty to their initiative. Okay, no, I take it back. quite that bad, but still better than you guys. I was looking at the wrong monster. Only Barlodock and not Barlodock. Bart and Ian actually both take penalties, but they rolled really high. So let's do that one then.
Oh. Well, I've got one, and I have one thing that can smite the undead, but it's an encounter.
Mm-hmm. Well, you might want to use that.
Oh.
I noticed that under my attacks, it shows my +4 hit appropriately. +2 for proficiency and +2 for strength. Meaning I was 1d20 +4. But down on the bottom of the page, it has it in a weird format.
Give me a second, I'll take a look at it.
It says 1 weapon +2, strength +2. So it still comes out to the same +4 to hit. It just formats it oddly.
Where is it at on your sheet that you're talking about that?
At the very bottom on the last page, where you have your powers like basic melee and all that, it adds the stat bonuses differently. It's a little strange for everything. I mean, I understand it just looks weird.
Well, yeah, like strength versus AC +2. Your strength is naturally +2.
Right.
So yeah, it's just
and
wording
it still
it
comes out
differently.
to +4.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It just words it differently. So it works out. And then I still have one more guy's initiative to put in if memory serves. So I've got Gary, Bart, Ian, Gimli.
2 more.
I guess I've got 2 more. Oh yeah, I've got to do little skelly guys, Clarence and Phil. Phil is going to roll. I feel bad, but the guy that rolled a 1 has a +8 to initiative, so that's unfortunate for you guys.
How did he get +8?
It's a level 1 encounter, so it's just he's really, really fast. He's not amazing stat-wise, but he's quick. And lastly,
I want to know what monster he is now.
Clarence. I'll tell you if you guys can succeed on a check. Okay?
Knowledge check, yeah?
It would depend on... Give me just one more second to finish doing what I'm doing. 7. Okay. Yeah, you guys are straight up going last. Alright, give me a second. I have to hold my child for a minute.
Alright.
Yeah, so I rolled up something real quick for him, but... Hey, baby. Is the Hangout video still going somewhere? I'm not...
Yeah, it is.
Where?
Somewhere on your screen behind.
Oh, yeah, it's a pop-out. Say hi. Hi.
Hey.
It's the baby. Bless you.
Goes it faster than you know.
She had a 3-hour photo shoot today. It was quite the ordeal.
Wow.
Oh, whoa, I would not have done 3 hours of that.
Well, there were breaks in the middle for food.
What was it for? Like, was it just for the sake of getting pictures?
You've been in there since I have, haven't you? Just pull the chain up. It'll be fine. Just lift the back of the tank and pull the chain up. But, yeah, we had to take breaks in the middle for her to be breastfed, so.
Gotta eat.
Yeah. Gotta get that titty.
Okay, that was the most awkward thing I've heard today.
Sorry. Well, I mean, she
She's a baby, James.
She sucks on a boob. It is what it is. Oh, baby girl, I adore you.
How?
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
So everything's ready to go. I can make that go away. Can you guys see the turn order box, or is that just me?
I can see it.
I can also see it.
Okay. I mean, there's no reason for me to make it invisible. I just wasn't sure.
What about fog of war?
I could do that if I wanted to. Hang on.
But there's nothing obstructing a view of the room, right? None of those are actual barriers. You mentioned there were pillars. Like, is anything obstructing a view of the room?
No, it shouldn't be. I'm just seeing if I can make it. Come on. Okay. Did it all go black?
Light. It's all black.
Okay. And if I was going to do it, I could just.
If there's light, Austin, you said you had low light vision.
Right? I do have low light vision. Yes.
And then he's probably not going to be subject to any fog unless it's actually dark.
I mean, one of the first things I'm going to do is use my Stone Speak, which is a special perception skill check.
Alright, so now you guys can just see like the first couple squares of the room, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that's basically what I did on some of the other maps, is I've just got little areas illuminated.
Yeah.
So it's strange that we're only seeing like 20 feet.
I know. This is just, like, I just wanted to make sure I could do it. Like,
yeah,
I've
this
got
is
no
just
problem.
practice. Just practice for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, there. Now you guys can see everything. And ignore these little portal things. They're not in what I'm doing.
Oh, no.
Those
are they don't exist.
Yeah. They're not there. So you guys can run through them. You can run up to them. Not going to hurt anything.
That's what she said.
Okay.
All right.
Hang on. I've still got baby.
You do have a baby. It's true.
All right. What is a... I didn't. This is balanced for. I want to say a couple different people. Here you go. Baby's gone. Bye, bye, baby.
Well.
Bye, Charlotte.
Maybe we'll see how much we can survive. Just two.
Yeah, just fun practice.
I mean, I am the tank. It'd be interesting to see.
Well, we have a tank and we have a healer.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my daily power is pretty effective for locking everyone down for the encounter.
Although I am the healer, I do not have any healing.
You don't have any healing right now?
I thought you had one.
I think there's a few different ones that I'll be using every daily encounter I have.
Obviously. You only have one daily.
I think I have. No, I have one daily. Yes.
Yeah, you have two at level 1. You have 2 at wills, 1 encounter, and 1 daily plus your class features.
Yes.
You have healing word. The minor action close burst 5.
Ah, yes, that is an encounter.
But that is your only heal so far.
Yeah, that lets everyone take a surge, basically. Or whoever. No, it's just twice per encounter. Okay, so I can use twice, but only once per round.
Your big one that you're going to get that a lot of people don't is at level 8 you would get resurrection and you can bring people back from the dead.
Oh, I have two dailies.
I only show you having one.
Well, spell scar empowerment. No, it's no action special trigger. You hit an enemy with an attack effect. The enemy you hit is dazed until the end of your next turn. You take damage equal to 5 plus 1/2 your level.
What is this and where is it?
It's at the very bottom of my attacks.
What's it called?
Spell Scar Empowerment. Daily theme powered spell Harbinger Arcane Weapon. So it's not weapon.
Yeah, okay, so you can do that once at the end of a successful attack. Got it.
Yep. And then they're dazed, but then I take damage by doing it.
Anybody have a rules compendium up so they can tell me what dazed is? Because
Dazed means you don't take action, I think. Let me double check.
It's in the back of the player's handbook. I just can't remember where. Actions.
Dazed is a condition. You grant combat advantage. You can take either a standard action, a move action, or a minor action on your turn. You can also take free actions, but not immediate actions or opportunity actions, and you can no longer flank.
Okay.
Basically, you get to take one action, standard, move, or minor. At least that's what the 4th edition wiki says.
Okay, I just want to have the page open for...
But it also says I take damage equal to 5 plus half of my...
1/2 your level, which is going to be 1. So you take 6 damage if you elect to do that. Which might not be worth your time right now, but might be worth it at higher levels.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing it now, though.
Okay. So I'm going to have... First, select the correct layer. And I'm going to have Gary and Gimli hang back. I'm going to have Clarence, and I have 3 books open in front of me right now. I just want you guys to know that.
Okay.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put him up there. And 1, 2, 3.
Are we behind a door right now, or is it just a hallway into an open room?
I'm going to consider that an open door.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Ian and these things are just supposed to be like straw. They're not pillars or anything, so these guys can walk on them. And Gimli and Gary are going to see what their minions can do to you guys before they engage directly. So, what are your guys' dexes since you tied?
Mine dexterity is 14.
Mine's
or plus 2.
Mine says dexterity 0.
And what's your... There's no way your dex is
That's
0.
his modifier.
My dex is 10. My modifier is 0.
Okay, so Steven should get to go first. Which I already have it that way. So, okay, Steven, what you gonna do?
All right.
I'm counting where these little where the spaces meet. That's what I'm counting for movement purposes. So, like, that would be 1, and moving to this would be 2. Then this spot is 3. That's what I'm going by.
Makes sense. So I am going to charge forward, recklessly probably, but who really cares? Let's see, 1, 2, not charge literally, but 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. That counts as 6 for our purposes. And I'm going to, let me see, what towers do I have real fast? I'm trying to find out when I mark. Alright. Nature's Wrath means that I mark every enemy adjacent to me at any point during my turn.
Which is currently just Ian.
Just Ian as a free action. And then I do a basic attack against him.
And you have a giant-ass hammer, right?
Yes, I have a Craig hammer.
Gotcha.
And I roll 1d20 plus 4 to see if I hit.
Okay. You doing that in roll 20?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't actually own dice.
They're like $7 on Amazon. Just throwing that out there. That's where I got my set.
Alright.
Was that a crit, or was that...
No, that's my roll to hit, not my damage.
Yeah, but...
Wait, is it a crit? What's my weapon?
It was almost a crit. Okay.
Wait, does my weapon crit on a 19?
I don't believe so. There's no way level 1s get that.
Let me open up the page real fast. I wonder. You know, I don't know. I'll have to look it up later.
There's no way that a level 1 character gets a
19 to 20 ranged weapon.
Yeah.
I have a 20 ranged weapon.
No, but like, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing that crits on a 19 for level 1.
Oh.
Like, crits are 20s until you get way high level.
Yep.
Like, when you get to max level, you can crit on 18. Like, it's a way high level thing to lower your crit, as far as I'm aware. But you hit him, so go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. D10 plus 5, according to my character sheet.
That's correct. Because you're super strong.
Because I'm, like, mad. Alright. So I crush him for 12 damage.
Okay. He explodes in a shower of blood and guts. I mean, it's level 1 encounter, man. You mutilated that dude.
And I hunker behind my shield and let all the pieces fly off it.
So he blows up in just a massive shower of blood and guts, and he's gone, and you're all sticky.
It's gonna take more than alcohol to get that off.
Austin, your turn. Turin.
I need to stop sneezing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay close. Closer. Would it do any good if I cast Stone Speak to do perception? See if there's anything hidden around here.
If I was running the encounter as written, yes, but I'm not, so no.
I didn't even think of that. It occurs to me that I could have run into something really nasty. Although I do have some passive perception and insight, don't I?
Yes, you do. Next time we play, when we can get Chris and we can run the stuff that I wrote and stole, mostly stole, perception checks will definitely be a thing, but for this, since I was just trying to throw it together in 20 minutes, I didn't add anything. So what are you actually going to do other than Stone Speak? Which, where is Stone Speak on your sheet? Stone Speak. Yeah, just looking for hidden stuff, because the rock actually talks to you. That's a neat little thing. That'll be handy later.
Yeah, I like that one. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and use the Smite Undead. Smite Undead. How close do I have to be to use a melee weapon? Right up on someone?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Well, I want to do that yet. All right, I'll use the standard ranged attack against Bart. Is that just a 20? Or is it... What do I roll to versus AC? I forget. Can you hear me?
James? Can you hear Austin?
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah, I muted myself because I was munching on chips. What kind of weapon is on your character sheet?
It's just a crossbow, repeating crossbow. Basic range attack. And
so you get a D20
is it
plus
2? Yes. And then I attack with 1D. Alright. Wow, 8.
Let me get your character sheet loaded up so I can answer questions if I have to.
I rolled an 8.
And D20 plus... Basic range. Yeah.
Does an 8 hit his AC?
You don't get a plus anything for your ranged, according to this. Oh, yeah, you do. What is that?
Plus 2, right? First AC.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't say it on the right. It says it on the left. Do you not have it equipped? Did I make that mistake? No, you've got it. Yeah. Well, you missed, so...
Yeah, okay, so that was my standard action. And
crossbow bolt goes winging over Bart's head.
And then I think I want to go ahead and do a minor action. Stones Resolve. It's an encounter. Close Burst 2. And this is going to be on Barladoc. It's a Channel of Divinity. The target gains resist 5 to all damage until the end of my next turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Steven, make sure you make a note of that.
I resist 5. I have damage resistance 5, so...
If you get hit, you take 5 off the top of whatever it is. Like if somebody damages you for 6, you'd only take 1. And that's any type of damage.
And that's for all of anything that happens until the end of my next turn.
And that's also like if somebody hit you with like a flaming sword and you were to take 5 fire damage and 5 slashing damage, you would take no damage.
Oh.
Because you resist 5 to each type.
From each source of damage.
I believe that's how it reads. I might check up on that, but because it says resist 5 to all damages. Well, it could just be to all damage. So yeah, it probably doesn't stack because it doesn't say damages. If it did, I would say you got
I don't think it stacks.
Yeah, that'd probably be too good. Awesome.
Can I vanish right now? What's up?
Do you have advantage?
No, vanish. I just want to disappear.
Well, you used your move. You used a minor for Stone's Resolve, and you used
what is vanish? Is vanish a standard or a minor?
Vanish is a minor. You used your standard to attack. You used your move to move, and you used your minor force.
Yeah.
So you're done.
I didn't know if it might have been an at-will. All right, cool.
Okay. Gimli is not first. Gary is. Gary is going to. Man, Gary's fast. I forgot about that. 1, 2. There's an extra one back there. Delete him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gary can't quite get to. Oh wait, yeah, he can. That's as far as he can go because you're right there. And Gary is going to claw at Steven. And Gary rolls. Actually, this doesn't have to be a secret roll. I can just roll this in the chat. That's not great for you.
What did he roll?
What's your AC, just out of curiosity, Steven?
17.
Oof, yeah. Wow, he missed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he gets a plus 12 on that.
Now, I have a question. Obviously, my character doesn't know what an enemy rolls, but should I target according to the ones that roll the best?
Generally, you would target according to whatever you wanted to, what you perceive to be the greatest threat. Or, alternatively, you could try to target to take out all of his support so that you're just fighting one-on-one. Generally,
Right.
you want to focus fire on things, like you guys want to move around the room attacking one thing at a time as a
I
group.
suppose I meant, is it apparent that by his swing that he's strong, sort of thing?
You would absolutely think that he is what you were to be afraid of in this room, because you obliterated the other guy in one hit. And this guy, he might have missed you, but he looks big and tough and strong, and he was super fast.
Alright.
Okay, so next up would be Bart, and Bart is going to amble towards Barladock, and he is going to swing as well. And he's going to... Uh-huh. And does that hit your AC? A 16?
My AC is still 17.
Wow, you... Well, I mean, that's just... Generally part of D&D etiquette is that I ask you every time regardless.
Oh, okay, no, that doesn't hit my AC.
So, like, you never assume something hits, you never assume something misses. You always ask, it's just...
Always ask.
Yeah.
Well, I learned something
Because there
today.
could be some condition modifier that somebody forgets about. There could be... You could have a one-time bonus.
Anyone listening in...
Yeah, they might not know. They might forget. Or alternatively, it could be like, I say, does a 16 hit your AC? You say no, and then I say, well, he's got an ability where he can add 2. Does an 18 hit? Then you would say, like, you know.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, that does not hit my AC.
Okay. Then, dude, I mean, we're still, like, I'm learning to DM just as much as you guys are learning to play, so it's just, that's part of it, is you always ask, does this hit? And then, yeah.
Alright.
Next would be Ian. Where's Ian?
I killed him.
Ian's dead.
Yeah, Ian's dead.
Taking him out of the order. Clarence. Clarence is 1, 2, 3, 4. And Clarence is going to take a swipe at Turin.
Don't they have an interrupt for that?
Do you have an interrupt for that?
Warden's Fury, immediate interrupt. No, I don't, but it's not in range.
And I don't believe you've marked him either.
Yeah.
So he's going to swing at Turin, and he's going to roll a 21.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that hits
21
me.
hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And that's going to be 4 damage. So go ahead and mark that off on your guy that you took 4. Should bring you down to 26, right?
Correct.
Okay. Are you going to do that on your little...
Oh, yeah. I wrote it down on a piece of paper next to me. But yeah.
Well, I mean, that's good, too. It's always good to have more than one, so that if a discrepancy comes up. Gimli is next. Gimli is going to charge in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Can't quite get there. So Gimli does not have a ranged attack, so that's all he's doing is getting as close as he can. And actually, I mean, he could double move, which I guess he would do. Let's be honest. And so he's going to get right up on you.
But then he can't attack.
He cannot attack now. Phil is going to move up on you and attack as well. We're going to see how well your armor holds up. You have a shield too, right? I can't remember.
Right.
Okay.
I've
that's
got
why your AC is so high.
Yeah, I've got
17 is pretty high for level 1.
Yeah.
Munching a chip. Give me a second.
Oh, well, I'm having coffee right now, so.
Phil, is gonna swing at you. Phil got a 7. He critically missed. So Phil is going to instead swing and hit old Gimli up there for 4 damage.
Wait, that happens?
Yeah, he critically missed, so he will do something bad. Whenever you roll a 1, something bad happens.
Yeah,
okay.
That's
and I'm just gonna.
Ones are bad.
Ones are bad.
There's some games have fumble tables. I honestly can't remember if 4E does or not, but it's kind of just a DM discretion house rule thing. So like, I'm generally not gonna kill you guys unless it's like a really weird situation with a 1, but I might make you like drop your weapon or accidentally do a little bit of damage to one of your teammates if you're adjacent, or you might trip down some stairs, or like just something kind of goofy that inflicts a minor penalty.
It makes sense. But, a 20 being critical damage, so a 1 would be a critical miss.
Yeah, nothing game breaking, but I want it to actually there to be a little something.
Yeah.
So yeah, Phil hurt Gimli. And it is Barladoc's turn. Barladoc, you're getting swarmed.
Alright. Well, I mark all 4 adjacent enemies. And as
a minor that is an excellent thing.
Right, as a minor action, I activate Form of Winter's Herald, which gives me. Let me double check everything it does again. All right, Form of Winter's Herald. While you are in this form, you gain a +1 bonus to AC, resist 5 cold. In addition, each square within 2 squares of you, wherever you move, is difficult terrain for your enemies. So they're all marked, and they can't really move away that easily.
And so, roughly that area has become difficult terrain.
Yeah, so we're all in it.
Yes, but it doesn't affect you.
But it only affects enemies. It doesn't affect you.
And
make sure you note that +1 to AC on your character sheet somewhere.
For me?
I'll remember it.
No, for Barladoc gets it as part of his turning into an Iceman.
All right.
Okay. What else you got? Because that was just your minor.
All right. Covered in ice, I use my encounter power attack from the Form of Winter's Herald to attack Gary. It deals 1 weapon plus strength modifier cold damage. So does that mean I do 1d10 plus strength twice?
Oh, read it again to me. I'm sorry. I was making sure
All right. The Form of Winter's Herald attack is a standard action that does close burst 1. So it hits each enemy in the burst.
Okay.
The attack is strength versus AC, and on hit, it is 1 weapon plus strength modifier cold damage, and the target is immobilized.
Okay, so 1d10 plus 5 cold damage, and they can't move to everyone in the burst.
So I only add my strength once.
Yeah, but it's potentially 60 damage divided out between the 4.
All right. So I just do my standard
so you get
attack.
To hit everybody except. You get to hit everybody except Clarence.
I have to roll 1d20 plus 4, though, right?
You
roll. Just have an attack roll. Strength versus AC.
Give me a second. Burst attack. You're gonna roll. You're gonna roll an attack for all 4 of them, and you're gonna roll damage once, and they will all take the same amount of damage.
All right. So what's my attack roll?
It's gonna be your roll a d20 plus.
The strength modifier. I'm
trying to find where that power is for you. Where are you? Where are you? It's a d20 plus 2.
So, alright. Here we go. These don't critically fail. On a miss, I still immobilize them until... What does it say? Miss, half damage, and target is immobilized until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so...
So all immobilized them regardless. So let's see.
So start with... we'll start with... Who's that guy? Start with Gimli, and we'll go Gimli, then Bart, then Phil, then Gary. Just
I roll for
left
each
down.
of them to hit.
Okay. So Gimli, did you roll already?
I rolled 1d20 plus 2 for 12.
Okay, that's going to miss Gimli.
Alright.
For Bart, 13. That's going to hit Bart. For Phil.
And I only rolled damage once, right?
Yeah, you'll roll damage at the end. So you've got a miss and a hit so far. A 6 for Phil. That's going to miss Phil. And an 8 for Gary. That is also going to miss Gary. Alright, so roll your damage.
So I only hit the one in the corner to me on the upper right part. I hit Bart.
The guy that's moving. So he'll take the full damage, everybody else will take half.
Right.
With a mechanical exception that'll tell you why.
My damage is according to my weapon still, right?
Yeah, that's still the 1d10 plus 5 cold damage. $11? Okay. And that always rounds down, so everyone that missed is going to take 5, and Bart will take 11.
Bart is immobilized until he saves. Everyone else is immobilized until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Describe how Bart dies and how you hit all of these guys.
Alright. Stepping back to base himself, Baladak spins around and hits his mace across each of them. And, you know, Bart freezes over. Bart freezes over and tumbles to the ground in a collection of bones.
Okay.
And he was a skeleton.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's a small mechanical issue for Phil taking half damage. Phil is a minion, and minions only have 1 HP. They cannot be killed on a missed attack. So even though your text states that he would take half damage, you can't kill a minion with a miss, ever.
Ever.
So,
so my weapon basically passes through him.
Yeah. So you did half damage to Gary and Gimli. You killed Bart, so I can take him out of the initiative track. But Phil just miraculously misses somehow. And Turin, it is your turn.
Alright, Turin's going to attack Clarence with... Oh, Clarence is probably also a minion. So... I think I'd like to do Earth's Endurance. It's a standard action with a melee weapon, plus 4, so I guess 1d20 plus 4.
A 6?
Yes.
Alright, so your mace goes sailing over Clarence's head. He's able to duck out of the way in time. And it goes back to the top. Gary is immobilized. he cannot move from his space. That is what immobilized is. So he is still right next to you. So he's going to go ahead and take a swing at you. And he got a 20. 20 is going to hit. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
And I no longer have 5 resist.
Yeah, I remember. Plus that many. 6. So you're going to take 1 damage from that.
No, I no longer have it. It's only
You
until
don't
the
have
end of
the
turn's
resist?
turn.
It was only until the end of the round? Or your
It was
allies next
till
turn?
the end of turn's turn.
That's correct.
The resist... Really? That was it?
Yeah.
What did you use?
Stone Resolve. The target gains resist 5 to all damage until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take 4 damage.
You take the full 6.
Down
I
to
was-
29
I was
health.
expecting him to get hit more in this last one, but everyone was reaching to him. I should have saved it until they were already attacking him.
It's okay. I mean, we're learning.
Yes, we are.
So you took your 6?
Yes, down to 29.
Okay.
The poor
Thank you very
half
much.
dwarf staggers back because he just took some random feral clawing to the face.
Alright. Clarence is going to take another swipe at Turin. And that's going to be a... Oh, no, that's too much. 26, he critted. So
Oh, excellent. That's always great.
you are going to take 8 damage.
That's what,
So just
18?
make a note of that. Yep.
Math is hard.
And just type it in when you get a chance. I'll try to remember that you're at 18.
Oh, I'm trying to type it on. 19.
Okay. Gimli is going to take a swipe at Barladoc, and he's going to do a critical miss. So what I'm going to have him do is he is going to accidentally murder Phil instead.
Poor Phil.
So he swipes at Barladoc. Barladoc nimbly ducks under his claw, and the claw continues through the air, connecting with and clawing off Phil's face. Rest in peace, Phil. Again, because he was dead the first time.
Should have been, yeah.
Barladoc, you're up.
Alright. Let me see. How am I going to do this? Alright. I use...
Hey, does that zone persist for the rest of the encounter, Steven? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It moves with me, too.
Okay.
Anyway, I mark the enemies adjacent to me. Both. Let me do this.
Sure.
And I move. Can I move? Can I shift 1 square without being hit by an opportunity attack? Right?
You may shift. If you wanted to do that, you would pretty much have to shift back there. And you could do that without provoking opportunity attacks, yes.
I can shift 1 square to the left.
If you shift 1 square to the left, if you shift here, you're still going to be adjacent to Gimli.
That's not a problem. Can I?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
You can absolutely do that.
Shift 1 square to the left, and I'm going to use my at-will attack Strength of Stone against Clarence here, which is my standard weapon damage, but I gain temporary hit points equal to my Constitution modifier.
Okay, tell me what you got.
So roll 1d20 plus 4.
13, huh?
Does 13 hit?
Nope, that's going to be a miss.
Let me see, what does it say? It doesn't
the bloater
say
guys that you guys killed at the beginning of the encounter were the weak ones.
Right, it doesn't say that I don't... It doesn't say that I don't not gain the temporary hit points if I miss. I think I still get them. Do I?
Let me see how it reads. Which power was it? Just your...
Strength of Stone.
Strength of Stone. It says hit one weapon plus strength and you gain temporary hit points, but there's not a miss condition like some of them have, so I would say no, you do not get it on a miss.
Alright.
There's only a miss condition if it says so. Like Formwinter's Herald has a miss, but I don't think any of your other stuff does.
Alright. And that ends my turn.
Okay. Turn. Miss conditions are almost exclusively on dailies. I'd be real surprised to see a level 1 at will that had one.
Okay, I'm going to use Lesser Aspect of Wrath, which is my daily, on Clarence. He's really pissing me off.
You're using your daily on Clarence?
I am.
Dude, not for nothing, do not use your daily on Clarence.
You said I should save it?
Clarence is a minion and the other two are boss characters. Don't use your daily on the minion.
Remember that right now Gimli and Gary can't attack you unless they take a penalty either. They're marked.
Gimli and Gary are still look almost 100% healthy to you guys.
Alright, so I'll use my Earth's Endurance standard action melee, 1d20 plus 4. Again.
Earth's Endurance at will. Okay.
I was rolling like shit. And it's using the roll 20 stuff too. How is it rolling so horrible? I got a 7.
Okay. You swing and Clarence dances out of the way again, and then he gently blows a kiss at you and slaps his bony little skeleton ass in your face.
Yeah. Alright, so that was my standard. Let me see. Do I have any other minors I can use? Standard. Well, Healing Word is a minor, but that doesn't make any sense. Stone Resolve is a minor. Stone Speak's a minor. So no, there's nothing else I can do.
You haven't used Smite Undead yet.
Well, Smite Undead.
But you should save that for one of the big guys.
Yeah, but the special says you can only use one channel divinity power per encounter, and Smite Undead and Stone Resolve are both divinity. So I can either use Stone Resolve to boost up my allies, or use Smite Undead.
Wait, where does it say that Stone's Resolve is channel divinity?
Stone Resolve encounter is divine. Its special says you can only use one channel divinity power per encounter. So
for
Stone
Stone's Resolve? Oh yeah, I see it now. I'm sorry.
Same thing.
So now
with,
you don't really have much else you can do.
Same thing with Healing Word. No, I can use Healing Word again.
Healing Word you can use twice.
Yeah.
But you don't need that yet. You're not that bad off.
Yeah, can I take a healing
you're pretty
surge?
well done.
Can I take a healing surge?
You could, but you're not really hurt bad enough yet where that would.
Well, I'm 3 points away from being bloodied.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you can do that. Healing is a healing surge a minor for you, or is it a standard?
I do not know. Where would that be?
Let me look up healing surge. This is the kind of thing you would edit out. Healing surge. Healing. 293. Healing in combat. You can only take a healing surge in combat as a second wind.
Which is a standard
You
action.
can use other healing surges outside of combat. So it is a standard action, so if you've already attacked, you can't do a healing surge.
Okay.
Or a second wind, sorry. And it's considered an encounter. So you're done. That means back to the top of the order. Gary is going to, since he's no longer immobilized, correct?
Correct.
He's going to close the one space and try to hit you again. And this time he's going to do a different attack.
Oh, shoot.
Wait, no, he can't. Never mind. Yeah,
Okay.
you're happy. All right, so he's going to try to hit you like normal. 18 hits, correct?
No, because my AC is 18 in form of Winter's Herald.
It's 18?
My AC is 18 in Winter's Herald.
Ties always go to the attacker.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Then yes, it hits.
All right. It's going to be good for you a lot more often than it's not, but that's the way it is. So that's... Luckily these guys don't hit too hard, because this is still a level 1 encounter.
Too bad he's not dealing cold damage.
So that's 8.
8 it is. That beats me down to 21.
Okay. And I believe there is a dwarf power. And correct me if I'm wrong, Steven, if it's a racial thing. I'm pretty sure you get to spend healing surges as a minor.
That's a dwarf power.
And since you're a half-dwarf, you get that, right? Or is it only if it's a
No.
full-blood dwarf?
No, I think it's a full-blood dwarf. Yeah, that's
Great
full-blood
feature.
dwarf. I don't get that.
Oh, you get the extra healing surge. That's your thing.
Yes, I don't
Okay.
get to spend a healing surge as a minor.
I'm learning too. This really is like I've got all these books and having to go back and forth between stuff. Clarence, once again, amazed that he's still alive, is going to. Did you mark everybody that was adjacent to you?
I marked. When did I mark?
He
Did I
usually
mark
does. I'm
before
just
I
gonna
move it? I did not mark. Clarence is not currently marked. I marked Gimli and Gary again, and then I shifted next to Clarence. So
Okay.
Clarence is not marked.
I was going to give it to you, but all right. Thanks for being honest.
You're welcome.
Never let the DM know if you missed something. I don't expect you guys to do that. Like, if I mess up, that's not your fault, and you should take advantage of it.
Okay.
Although I may be really, really nice to you later on when you might have died because you were honest. So, is what it is. Clarence is attacking Turin again. So that's a... Clicking, clicking, clicking lots of buttons. Does a 13 hit your AC, Turin?
Yes, it does. 13 is my AC, so it hits.
Exactly hits. 4 damage. Just a flat 4.
I have now.
So that brings you down to 14. You are bloodied. Is there something for being bloodied for a player character? I can't remember. I'm gonna look that up too. Bloodied, 293. That's where I was. That's just, you don't have anything for, like, if you were a different class, you might have something, but since
like a Dragonborn?
you are what you, I was gonna say, like, no, that's because he has feats for being bloodied, like a barbarian or something.
With Blood Drinker?
Yeah.
Some classes also get a bonus to attack while they're bloodied, or a bonus to intimidate. I think it's intimidate.
Yeah, but he doesn't quite. I might give you an intimidate bonus, but Clarence Gimli is also going to attack Barladock again. And he's going to roll a 30, which I'm assuming a 30 hits, yes?
Whoa, okay, absolutely.
And did the last guy hit you?
Gary attacked me and hit me for 8, right?
Okay, so you would have
I
been
took it down.
immobilized.
I took it down. I'm at 21 right now.
Okay. You would have been immobilized from that, which I just wanted to confirm that that had happened.
Okay, so I'm immobilized.
So the next guy did Ghoulish Bite, which is a new attack you haven't seen before. Gimli did. And so that should have actually been a 28, not a 30, not like it matters.
No, not really.
So you take 13 damage, and you are stunned, save ends.
Okay, so now I'm down to like 8 health.
So now you are stunned, which is you grant combat advantage. So everybody gets a +2 to hit you. You can't take actions, and you can't flank. So all you can do is make your save on your turn. So Austin,
Okay.
now would be a great time to do some healing.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah, you get to make your save against stunned. So you just roll a
Okay.
d20.
Incredible toughness, no action, personal trigger. You start your turn. You end any ongoing damage or any dazed, slowed, stunned, or weakened condition currently affecting you.
That's a
So
hell
I
of a power.
automatically save.
And
Yeah,
what
it's an
does it say at the
encounter.
beginning of your turn or the end of your turn?
Trigger, you start your turn.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
a racial encounter power.
That is an amazing power. All right.
So
Yeah.
I
Good
automatically save.
Okay. You are no longer stunned.
Okay. Now, I mark every single adjacent enemy. Does
That's
that mean I'm no
wise.
longer... What? Yeah. And I use my encounter power, Roots of Stone, which is a close burst 1. Targets each enemy in the burst, and it does standard 1d10 plus 5 damage. It creates a zone that the target is knocked prone when it leaves the zone, and as an Earth Strength, the target would also take damage equal to my Constitution modifier when it leaves.
And your Constitution modifier is?
Is
+4.
What is that? Is it? Yeah, 4.
Wow.
Only
yeah,
when it leaves the zone, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it creates the zone even if I miss.
Okay.
At least I assume it does, right?
I don't see a miss condition on it either.
Well, it's a close burst 1. So the enemies only count as being in the zone if I hit them then?
Yeah, it doesn't go up unless you hit
at least one of them.
Yeah.
So
if you miss all 3, it won't go.
So I roll 1d20 plus 4 3 times.
Yes.
To hit.
And we're going to start with Clarence, then do Gimli, then do Gary.
Okay. 1.
So. Okay, that's going to miss Clarence. Gimli.
These guys are hard to hit.
They're not super hard to hit. You guys just haven't rolled like, you guys have gotten close a couple times, but it's also going to miss Gimli. Gary.
So I missed all of them.
You rolled 3 times?
Yeah, I rolled 3 times. I got a 15, a 12, and a 6.
What is your... I mean, you guys shouldn't have to roll more than a...
I roll 1d20 plus my 2 strength modifier plus
and these
my...
are all plus AC? Or versus AC?
Plus my... Yeah, versus AC. I think... Wait, what is it?
Okay.
Roots of Stone? I may not pay attention to that. Roots of Stone is an actual attack, meaning plus 4 versus AC.
Okay, I guess part of the problem was because, again, I was designing this thing on the fly. These guys, their highest defense in most of these cases is AC, and they're weak to other things.
But we don't have much other stuff.
Do you guys... have anything that targets anything else. Like, Steven, you've got Warden's Fury that targets Fortitude instead.
Right, but that's a marked trigger power. Warden's Fury says an enemy marked by you makes an attack that does not include you as a target. The target is the triggering enemy.
Okay, so
I have something. Earth and Hail is Wisdom versus Fortitude.
So what I'm going to do, I guess, is I'm just going to on-the-fly modify their ACs then, because that's because I was trying to throw this together real quick. I didn't check to make sure that you guys could. I mean, like, you guys they're not unreasonable to hit, but you guys would have to roll. Like, you guys, when you rolled your 11 against Clarence, just a little inside baseball, his AC is a 16, so you'd have to roll a 12 or higher to hit him.
So yeah, that seems really high since mine's 17. I mean,
Well, I mean, this encounter was built for 5 people, and you guys are just 2, so it assumes they're going to be a little bit more spread around. So I'll lower their ACs a little bit for the rest of this, so that we can wrap it up.
Do I get to hit Clarence then?
Yeah, I'll let you hit all 3 of those guys as a make good. So Clarence, I'm going to go ahead and kill him. And then how much damage? Go and give me a damage roll for that.
Okay, damage roll, Roots of Stone, still 1d10 plus 5.
Okay.
I only killed Clarence. Goodness.
That's my bad for... Okay, 10 for each of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Now would be a really good time to get some healing.
Okay, Turin, your turn.
Oh, cool. I could do both of those. Alright, they're both melee close burst. I guess I'll move here. I'm attacking Gimli with Earth and Hail. It's a melee weapon, plus 1d20 plus 4.
Okay.
To hit.
That's
24. Oh, I got it.
So what is the max damage possible?
How do I find that? What is that?
Earth and Hail. It's one weapon plus 4. So your weapon is whatever you roll whenever you hit, like a 1d10 or
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah. So you do the dice maxed and then add the bonus. So it would be, or the dice doubled plus the bonus. So 8 plus 8 plus 4 is 20. Would be a crit on that. Okay. And he is very bloody now.
Alright, it's a wisdom modifier damage, and enemies in a blast 3 that include the target suffer damage equal to your constitution modifier. The target also
takes
your
constitution modifier?
It is plus 4.
Okay. So 4 more off of him.
The
4
effect.
Off of him.
So that's the hit. The effect: you and each ally within 3 squares of you gain a +2 power bonus to AC and Fortitude until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so mark that down. You guys have +2s to AC and Fortitude.
Okay.
And what type of damage was that?
Wisdom versus Fortitude. Is that what you mean?
No, like what attack was it?
It is Earth and Hail. So lose my melee. It's a melee weapon.
Divine. They're sadly not.
Wait, this +2, how long does it last?
Till the end of my next turn.
Okay, so Divine is not what they're weak to. They're weak to Radiant, so that's unfortunate. You have other stuff that has Radiant, but that one doesn't.
Yes, and then I've got another. I'm going to use. Oh, that's. I'm going to use Healing Word.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and this is going to be on Barladoc.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a close burst 5. You can use this power twice per encounter, but only once per round. You or one ally. The target can spend a healing surge and regain 1d6 additional hit points.
Okay. So I spend a healing surge. My healing surge is 8, but I also get plus 1d6.
That's correct.
Alright, so I should roll 1d6.
Wow.
So
that's good for you.
That's good.
I regain a total of 13 hit points.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're back up to 21. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Yeah.
21. Plus right now, until the end of turns next turn, my AC is 20. 17 plus 1 from Winter's Herald, plus 2. So whose turn is it? Gary's?
His turn. Are you done, Turin?
Yeah, I used a standard and a minor.
Okay, and you're not going to move? You shouldn't move. Or you did move. I don't know.
No, I didn't this time. Did I?
Okay. You could shift 1 square away. You would... Yeah, that way they can't hit you.
Sounds good.
Right,
Well,
so
then marked.
Gary is going to swipe at Barladoc again. Did you guys impose any kind of disadvantage on them?
Not that I know
like,
of.
You marked them, right? And they get a -2 to attack.
It's -2 to attack if they make an attack that does not include me as the target.
Okay.
Which means that if they were to do an AoE that included me, they wouldn't have the -2.
Okay. So he's going to attack you again with his claws. And that's a 24. Okay. And then that's going to be... max damage, 10. And you are immobilized.
Okay.
Then Gimli is going to follow that up with a 12 to your AC.
That does not hit.
And did you take your HP down? There it goes. Thank you. All right, so he missed. Was your getting rid of effects thing an encounter, or was that a at will for your racial thing?
That was an encounter.
Okay, so then you are still immobilized. So you can still attack, you just can't move, which you don't really want to do right now anyway. So...
Okay. Let me see.
You can still attack, you just can't. So you're still fine.
What is... Now I can make a save against immobilized, right?
At the end of your turn, yes.
Alright, I do have... Where is that? Where's my font of life power? Come on, I know it's in here somewhere. Font of life. At the start of your turn, you can make a saving throw against one effect that a save can end. Then that's at will. So what's the saving throw for immobilized?
You roll a d20, and if you have any special stuff for saving throws, I'm not sure that you do, but if you did, you would tell me now.
What statistic is it against?
You would have to have some sort of feat or power, and it's a straight D20 roll.
Oh.
And if you roll an 11 or better, you save.
Can I shift and move in the same turn?
Not while you're immobilized, no. And you can't save from the immobilized until the end of your turn. So you can attack, and was that your attack, or was that?
No, that was my pre-action Font of Life class feature for saving from the immobilization. Because I can do what?
Where? Let me see where Font of Life is.
But I failed anyway. Critically.
Okay. I just want to. You said it is a class feature?
Yes, it's a class feature.
Alright, cool.
I failed. Anyway, as a standard action, I use my healing surge, I believe, which I think since I'm Earth Strength has a special feature, right? Alright, I use my second wind as a standard action. In addition, when I use my second wind, I gain an additional bonus to AC equal to my Constitution modifier. So second wind gives +2 to all defenses, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so it gives +2 to all defenses, including my AC, and I get an additional bonus to my AC equal to my Constitution modifier. Both bonuses only last until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Which means I get a total of +6 to AC and 8 health.
Okay. Wait, 8?
You get your full. That's my healing surge value. What?
You get the full surge value?
So do you roll? I think you get
right.
The full
In 4E,
surge.
it's not. I'm sorry. In 4E, it's not hit dice. It's you actually just get the number.
Right. You just get the number.
I think.
But at the end of Turn's turn, I no longer have +2 to AC.
Okay. So did you already spend your healing surge?
I just spent it and increased my health, and that was a standard action, and I can't currently move or shift.
Give yourself one more. You can't shift, like you can't move. Period.
I can't move.
No, you can give yourself one more HP because I messed up your healing surge the first time.
The healing surge is 8, isn't it?
Yeah, but you should have had.
Don't argue when he's giving you something.
Okay.
You should have one more. You should have 20.
Anyway.
And you can't move, you can't attack, because you already used the standard
action. But I do mark
action.
the enemies adjacent to me, and then end my turn.
Okay. And you make your save against immobilize still.
Right.
You get to do another one. Like, you get a racial thing to do it twice, so.
Always gotta go racial.
8, that's not going to do it either. You're still immobilized. Turin, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to
attack Gimli.
I want to move here. If they attack
me,
well, I guess I could move over here, but
why would you move? Well, okay, the thing is, once you moved, you can't move. You can't occupy the same space as an ally.
Right.
So you'd have to go.
Can't he move past me though?
Either up. I guess you can move through them, but once you get here,
it's a 5-foot square.
Hey, the thing is, once you got to where Barladock is.
Oh, to move past them, they would get an encounter. Or
once you moved to where Barladock is, you would have had to cease your movement because you would have become adjacent to both of them, and you can't end your movement in the same square as an ally. So you cannot move into the square Barladock was. You'd have to either go down here or up here.
Unless he triggered opportunity attacks, right?
Okay. No, he wouldn't trigger an opportunity attack entering the square. You only do it when you leave.
Okay.
So I can't move to the middle?
No.
Because I want to use something that has radiant damage that would hit both of them, but that's fine. I would like to now use my lesser aspect of Wrath against Gimli.
Okay, go ahead.
It is a standard action melee. It's Wisdom versus Will.
Okay.
And it's 1d20 plus 4. 7.
It's gonna miss.
Fucking A.
I lowered the AC, but I didn't lower it that much. A 3 is never going to hit.
Well, that wasn't their AC. That was his will.
Okay. Still not going to hit.
Awesome. All right.
So Gary
if I try and use it daily and it doesn't work, does that mean I can try and use it again until I use it?
No, but daily should have miss conditions because they're.
It expands.
Mine doesn't have any miss conditions. It doesn't look like.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You should still get the effect because the effect is based on you.
Okay. Well, the effect is you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Because there's a separate thing besides the. Well, actually, I don't know.
Well, you didn't let me get my hit points when I missed, remember? But it might be different for a deity.
Was that. What was your thing? What did you
The
use?
thing that I did was a. Let me see. Got it right here.
Yours was Strength of Stone, right?
Yeah, Strength of Stone.
Yeah, your hit points were listed under a hit condition. His are not. His are a separate effect.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
you
cool.
would still get your effect.
So my effect is gain 10 temporary hit points until the end of the encounter. You gain a +1 power bonus to attack rolls, and any enemy that ends its turn adjacent to you takes radiant damage equal to your Constitution modifier, which is 4.
+4. Okay, so you add 10 hit points to yourself. You make sure you give yourself your +1 to hit.
Oh, hey,
note
hold
that
on.
somewhere.
Oh no, that's +2 against AC, and this doesn't attack against AC.
Yeah. So give yourself your +1 to hit, your 10 hit points, and when enemies end adjacent to you, they're going to take +4 damage, which, because they're weak to radiant, will be +8. Okay, so you gave yourself your points back?
I did.
Okay. Gary is going to take another swipe at Turin.
No, he's got a major turn.
Harlock. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
24 is going to hit. I'm correct. Yeah, 24 hits. No reason it shouldn't.
Yes, even though I currently have 24 AC, that it'll hit.
You have 24 AC?
I have 17 AC plus 1 from Wintel's Herald. Plus, until the end of my next turn, I have 2 plus my Constitution modifier for my Healing Surge.
You know what? I'm going to say that misses, just because 24 AC is insane, and I don't think you should be hit.
Okay, but
So,
I only had 24 until the end of my next turn.
His claws bounce off your armor, and you laugh at him.
I laugh at him, I chuckle at him, I'm mad. Are we still drunk?
Yeah, obviously we're drunk because
we're drunk. Which means I actually laughed so hard I threw up on him. Can I attack roll for that?
Sure. Give me a D20 roll, 11 or higher. You will do 2 vomit damage.
That doesn't do damage. I don't have like acidic vomit.
Don't argue with the DM when he's giving you something.
15. All right. Yeah. He thinks it's gross, and it causes him to retch a little bit, and he takes 2 damage. Because you're a disgusting garbage person.
That is good RP. I like that.
What's the range on your little radiant thing, Turin? Is it just it's adjacent. Okay.
Which is why I was
he's not
trying to go.
Take that damage.
Yeah.
Gimli is going to swipe at Turin, and he rolls an 8.
Does that what does that do? What does that do since he's marked?
-2.
That would be a -2, so that'd be a 6 versus your AC.
Oh, it doesn't hit me.
Okay. And he is going to end his turn at that, and because of that, he will take. It was 4. Is your con modifier?
Correct.
So he will take 8 radiant damage. And he is looking real rough, like he's on death's door. And Barlodock, it is your turn.
Okay, Font of Life triggers again, so I can try to make a save against my mobilization.
Okay.
And I made it, right?
Was it an 11 or higher?
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Yep.
Right
yeah,
there in
you
the
are no longer
chat.
immobilized.
Alright, so I can shift and move in the same turn, right?
Shift is your movement. Because what a shift does is it allows you to move without taking an opportunity attack, so that requires your entire move action.
Okay, let me see. My bonus to AC is until the end of my next turn, right? For second wind?
It's the end of
So
your
I still
next turn,
have,
right? So it'll be
which this
when
is my
this
next
turn is
turn, so
over.
I still have the bonus.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so have the bonus. Okay, so I use Nature's Wrath to mark both of them as a free action, and then I actually take a move action to move 1, 2. I
Okay.
mean, this will trigger the opportunity attacks, right?
If you're not, you can shift away one without
No, I'm
triggering, but if
using
you
an
do,
actual move action.
okay, then hang out here for a second, because if they hit you on a breakaway, it stops your movement.
Okay.
So it's just a melee basic, which is so the first guy rolls a 17, the second guy rolls a 10. They both miss. Go ahead and make your movement.
Okay. So I start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright,
Okay.
now remember, they're actually in a zone of terrain that will knock them prone and damage them if they move. Which,
I thought it
what
was
was that?
leave the zone.
What?
Isn't it leave the zone?
Yeah, where was that power? Let me find it real fast to read it.
It's Roots of Stone. It's both conditions are when it leaves the zone.
Yeah.
Okay. So theoretically, what he just did, Austin, and you could consider doing the same thing, is if you guys leave the zone and they chase you, they'll both get knocked down and take damage.
Equal to my Constitution modifier. They're also marked, so they have to leave the zone to not take a penalty to attack. Anyway, I do a ranged attack against Gimli.
Okay.
As that's 1d20 plus 2 to hit.
Okay, that's going to go against AC. So. Go ahead. Alright, that's a critical fail.
Oh, great. Here we
So
go.
you're going to shoot, and you're going to wing turn in the shoulder, and he's going to take 2 HP, 2 damage.
Well, at least it's only a rock.
Shh, baby girl.
And that actually ends my turn.
Your
I
turn.
lose my bonus to AC, so I'm back down to 18.
You're for what now?
That ends
Why did
my
you go
turn.
down?
I had a temporary bonus to my AC for my second wind.
Oh, AC. Now. I thought you said hit points.
Yeah. No. My AC's back down to 8 feet.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, that's difficult terrain zone moves with me, so it's no longer there.
Okay. And I gotta draw a separate zone for your other thing.
I'm just going to follow you. You know that, right?
Well, all you have to do is shift away.
Yeah.
You could shift and then you could shift and then move, but that other move would be your standard action, so you wouldn't be able to attack.
It was just a burst 1, so that's actually smaller than it is by 1 square.
For which thing?
The zone that they're in, that they'll get knocked prone if they leave.
Oh.
Is actually 1 square smaller.
Okay.
Anyway, if you shift, it'll have to move.
So we'll just say it's like that.
Basically.
Okay, so yeah, if you wanted to run away out of the zone and make them follow you, you could shift backwards and then move. You wouldn't be able to attack, but you could do it where you got out of the zone and made them chase you and get knocked down.
Well, you could do a ranged attack. But,
what does Gimli look like? Can I attack? Can I hit him and then try and run?
You could, yeah. You'd have to beat his ace. Well, you'd have to hit him.
Yes, I understand that. But I figure you might as well.
I'm just saying he's at the point where if you were to make him chase you, health-wise, he would fall down and die, most likely.
Then I will do, this?
Mm-hmm. And then you need to move. Even that's probably fine, although I don't know that I'd be in front of the tank. I'd probably get behind him.
Well, hold on. So I've got it.
That's the shift counts as your movement, and then you can trade your standard for another move. So you can move 6 more, I believe, is your speed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and back to the top of the order. Gary is going to go. Gary needs James to select the proper tool.
Yeah, come on, James.
He's going to go 1,
and he
2,
gets knocked
3, and once he leaves the zone, he is knocked prone.
And takes damage equal to my Constitution modifier, which is 4.
Okay. So he takes damage. And Gimli is also going to run out and go 1, 2, and describe how Gimli trips out of your roots of stone and dies.
So Gimli runs and he literally trips over the spikes or roots of stone as they entangle him and constrict the life out of him.
And then we both vomit, and then he dies.
No, thank you, not again.
Hey, you can't tell Turin that he doesn't vomit.
Well, I don't.
Making spots on here of where the vomit is because it's difficult terrain.
Okay.
That's funny.
So Gimli is also dead. All right. Come on, go away. There we go. All right. It is now just you guys and Gary. So, let me look up what prone is.
You get combat. Where is that? Prone.
If it's melee, you get combat advantage, so you get a +2 if you're adjacent to him.
But they have a +2 defense against ranged.
Yeah.
Take a
So you don't
-2
want to
to
shoot
their
ranged
attack.
prone people.
Well, yeah, they're harder to hit.
Yeah. So
That makes sense.
it is Barlodoc's turn, and I do suggest both of you guys close to prone because you'll get the attack bonus. Or close to melee. Almost done.
Indeed. So I close to melee. I mark Gary, who is prone, and then I use Strength of Stone against him, which is a standard attack. Which is a standard attack, but if it hits, I get temporary hit points equal to my Constitution modifier. 1d20 plus 4. No wait, I get
why it's a hit condition, Steven, because it's an at will that gives you hit points.
Yeah. 1d20 plus 4 plus 2 for 6.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Because he's prone.
17 is, I'm going to say that's going to hit. So give me some damage and give yourself some hit points.
Right. (10 plus 5 damage, and I get 4 temporary hit points.
14? That was almost max. Wow.
Almost.
Okay. Turin.
Oh, that's cool. I have a ranged attack that is against will, not AC.
Yeah, you take the penalty to use it, though.
Have I used Mantle of Infidel? I don't think I have. I have.
Doesn't
Is-
sound.
No, yeah, I haven't used any ranged attacks, and it doesn't have It doesn't say anything about me taking any damage. So I want to use Mantle of Infidel to attack Gary. It is 1d20 plus 4 against his will.
It's going to be a +2 because he's prone, so you're going to take the penalty to that.
Alright, you did just say that, didn't you? Should I just run down there then?
Okay, it was a d20 plus 2. What is your melee attack? d20 plus...
what's plus 4?
And yeah, the melee gives you a better chance to hit.
Yeah, but they're against his AC.
I show you as having a +2 versus the AC.
I thought that was a +2 against my AC. I don't remember. Alright, so if it's +2 against his AC, then I will use that.
Yeah, the range is going to give you the exact same chance to hit.
So I will come down here, because I have radiant damage. And I will do Earth Endurance. 1d20 plus 4. And that is a 16.
We'll say 16 hits since I'm lowering their stuff because I didn't realize. So yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah. Okay, so then it is 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
This...
Was that radiant damage?
You or one of your ally within 5 squares of you gains a +2 power bonus to AC until the end of your next turn. So I'll give that to Barladok.
What was the power called?
Earth's Endurance. Hit is Wisdom modifier damage.
Oh, okay, that's divine. So no, okay.
Do I get a +2?
I thought you were doing the Mantle of the Infidel thing because it had the better chance to hit.
Mantle of Infidel. That was the ranged effect, though.
Yeah, but it had a better chance to hit than your melee.
Well, that's also an encounter. So I guess
you should use that.
Yeah. But don't I also have radiant damage from using my daily? Or how long does that last?
It ends its turn adjacent to takes radiant damage. So when it ends its next turn, it would take radiant damage, but it wouldn't right now.
So but when I end my turn, does he take +4 radiant?
When he ends his turn.
Ah, I see.
So he'll take his next turn, and he has to stand up. As his move action, he'll stand, and he's going to attack...
And he's marked, right?
Yeah, Barladok.
Yes.
16 versus
do I have
AC.
+2 to AC?
Add 2 to your AC from what I just gave you.
Then my AC is 20.
So that's going to miss. And he is going to end his turn, and just being close to Turin's holiness is too much for him to bear. And how does your holy light end his life?
I really want to...
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Go full out. Go ahead.
I'm standing there and I'm reciting some prayers that I'm fumbling through trying to remember them because we're both drunk, and then I throw up on him and he dies. Because it's holy and there's holy water because it's sanctified or something.
All right, recite your prayer.
All right.
That's fun.
All right. Sorry that we didn't get to do what I had planned.
It's all right.
And I'm sorry that, like, I was trying to throw that together real quick, and I was like, oh, let's fight some zombies. That's a pretty standard thing. But
I always like fighting the undead.
But it was built for 5 people, and so it assumed that every once in a while somebody was going to roll well, because those guys that you were having a hard time killing, their AC was 21.
Whoa. Because it assumes that there will be... If
5
it's
people
for 5
having
people,
chances to hit it. Like, this encounter assumes that the minions, the other 4 guys, go down really quickly. Their stats aren't that great, but these last 2 guys were supposed to be kind of they're level 5 enemies. They were supposed to be hard to kill.
I was also not adding one of the effects from my daily. You gain a +1 power bonus to attack rolls.
Yeah. Like their fortitude and the reflex were both, or not fortitude and reflex, fortitude and will were both low, but AC was pretty high.
You know,
So
I kind of like that though. Sorry.
If you guys would have had the other two characters with you, they're both casters, and they both would have been able to attack like will and Constitution, and other kind of stuff. Like you guys are both. When you guys actually attack, you're both fairly melee focused, and that's almost always going to be AC.
Of course, in turn,
next time
really,
something like this
hard.
happens, I'll try to make it to where you guys stand a better chance of hitting stuff.
Well, yeah, we were really, really drunk, and we actually got lost and thought this. We were going to go look for our friend, and we thought this was a cellar, just as he did. So now we can get our favorite bartender and.
Yeah, can we rescue him now? Is he thankful? Can we go get drunk again?
You know what's going to happen? You know what I'm going to do? Because I want to?
What? What?
We're going to go ahead and award you guys 500 XP for this and level you guys up to level 2. This was just another room in the dungeon that you guys were in, and Ugami and Katarina just were in there tending to their wounds, and you guys were better off health-wise. So, if you guys would like to, real quick, we could open up ye old
character sheet.
And I'll see how to if I can figure out how to level you guys up in this.
I'm not sure what I'd get at level 2.
I think I'd like to get the program and be able to do that so I can track what you're doing so we can put it in at the same time. Does that make sense?
I mean, we don't have to do it like right now.
Yeah, if you guys want to get the powers, or get the program, you're more than welcome to. You would get, Austin, you would have the option of Bless, Cure Light Wounds, Resurgent Strength, or Shield of Faith. Bless, you and every ally in burst gets a +1 power bonus to attack rolls until the end of the encounter. That's a good one.
I really want to work on being able to heal people, since that's
Cure Light Wounds. It is a melee touch, so you have to be adjacent, but they get to regain hit points as if they spent a healing surge without having to use one. So it's a heal based on whatever their surge is.
Okay.
You get the option of Resurgent Strength, which is a close burst 3. You or one ally in the burst. They can spend a healing surge, and they get a +4 power bonus to damage rolls until the end of your next turn.
Say that one again?
Resurgent Strength.
So is that I attack someone and people in close to me get to roll?
You don't. It's not an attack.
Oh.
It is a burst, and you get to choose you or one ally in the burst. And they spend a healing surge and gain a +4 power bonus to damage rolls until the end of your next turn. So that's like Cure Light Wounds is a heal where they get you have to be next to them and they gain a healing surge. So Resurgent Strength is obviously better. I would imagine it was in a later book. But
okay, then that's a burst, so I can do that from somewhere else. So I'm right next to them.
Or then there is a Shield of Faith, which is a close burst 5. You and every ally in the burst. Everyone gets a +2 bonus to AC until the end of the encounter.
Which one do you think, Barrel Dog?
Wait, I was half listening, half reading mine.
Bless, everybody gets a +1 bonus to attack rolls. That's good. And that's
until the end of the encounter?
And that's a burst 20.
Yeah, and that is to the end of the encounter.
So that's everybody gets a +1 to attack until the end of the encounter. Cure Light Wounds isn't really worth your time.
No.
Because Resurgent Strength does the same thing, only better. Resurgent Strength, one person gets a healing surge and a +4 bonus to attack rolls.
Yeah. Until the end of their turn.
And Shield of Faith, everyone gets a +2 bonus to AC.
I think that I like the healing.
So is Shield of Faith until the end of the encounter?
Yes.
And
that's cool.
That's the one thing with Resurgent Strength is it's good and it's ranged, but it only lasts for 1 turn. All the other ones are end of encounter.
Shield of Faith sounds really great.
I would say either go with Shield of Faith or Resurgent Strength, although Bless isn't bad either.
So Resurgent Strength, that's but they take a they can take a healing surge and then they get a plus something to their encounter for a turn.
Resurgent Strength, the target can spend a healing surge and gains a +4 bonus to damage rolls until the end of your next turn.
Well, I think I'd like to be able to, instead of just giving people bonuses to attack, I want to actually be able to heal people because I don't have any actual healing things. I have other things that can boost up people's...
You have a healing word.
Well, usually there's 2 ways of healing when you think about it. There's damage directly prevented, and there's damage healed. When you're healing, you can determine how you want to keep people alive. There's 3 different ways, really. There's 1, preventing enemy attacks, 2, actual healing, and 3, damage prevented. AC is damage prevented.
The thing is, like, Resurgent Strength, you're doing a heal, yes, but Shield of Faith makes everybody, percentage-wise, a lot harder to hit with a +2. So, I understand you want the heal, but I mean, 6 HP or 8 HP, whatever healing surge is in the grand scheme of things, I think the Shield of Faith would be the better bet for you, in my opinion. But I understand if you want the heal with Resurgent Strength.
What's the other thing you said that wasn't bad? Something about Blessing?
Bless, everyone gets a +1 to attack rolls until the end of the encounter. So if you're doing a D20 +3, you do a D20 +4 for the rest of the fight.
You know, I guess I like how the Shield of Faith helps everyone until the end of the encounter.
Mm-hmm. Hey. Okay.
Yeah, so let's go with Shield of Faith.
And you would also get a new feat, which there are 421 valid feats, so we're not going to do that right now.
Okay.
Oh, I already know which one I want.
For your feat?
Yeah.
All right, let me open up. Okay, Barladoc, let's give you your XP.
And we also get the power we're selecting is a utility power, right?
Yeah, you get a feat and a utility power. So what's your feat?
Crippling Crush.
Crippling Crush. Crippling Crush. When you immobilize or slow an enemy with a weapon attack using a hammer or mace, that enemy takes extra damage equal to your Constitution modifier. Do you have stuff that immobilizes just as a...
What?
Just for my own benefit, you have attacks that immobilize, so it's actually worth your time?
Yeah, Weight of Earth. It's an at-will primal weapon attack, which does 1 weapon plus strength modifier damage, and the target is slowed until the end of your next turn. Crippling Crush sounds slow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Weight of Earth, which is an at-will slow attack.
So that buffs your Weight of Earth. Gives you an extra damage bump. Okay.
Yeah, and I can do that every turn.
What your ability power is going to be?
It is going to be...
You have a lot of options.
I thought I only had like 3 utility options.
I show 22.
Level 2 utilities? Oh, right. I've got a lot.
Time is what? Once Steven selects his power out of a list of 22, we are done.
No, I mean but it has to be a level 2 utility power.
Yeah, I show there to be 22 options. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the actual wooden page in the player's handbook too, and it's only
you've got more options than that. I'm looking in the app. Okay. Because there's going to be a lot more stuff than just what's in the book.
Great. Okay. What are they?
Bounding Leap. You can jump with a +5 bonus. So you can just jump farther than normal. Call Fairy Guardian. You can conjure a fairy into an unoccupied square within range. The fairy lasts until the end of the encounter. You can move the fairy 5 squares whenever you use Nature's Wrath. An enemy next to the fairy also becomes marked by you, so it lets you extend your mark. Earthforger's Might. Until the end of the encounter, you're no longer on the ground if you are on the ground. So I guess you...
How about I look at them on my own and then text you which one I want?
Okay, sounds good. I will save your feat, and Austin, you can look at feats later. And we'll call it a night as soon as Austin gets back, so that we can make sure he knows we're done.
Yeah. But I did choose Crippling Crush because I know that I'm not really going to be focusing on damage, but I've got a slow at will, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a good thing to add. Buffing an at will that you're going to use a bunch is never a bad idea.
Yeah, the thing is, most of my feats are going to be going towards my defenses after this, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of laying the groundwork for being able to hit, or at least do damage early on. Because there's like, I actually went ahead and saved a second character page that has that I just added every feat I might be interested to in, so I could look at them later.
Okay.
And that's how I have. Because goodness, and slow reduces you to 2 squares, so.
Mm-hmm. How'd you spend your day off?
Because I slept, actually.
Okay.
I had a fever and it kept me up, and then I slept. So I was playing Mass Effect 3 while feverish.
I'm sorry for both of those things. Alright, we're going to go ahead and call it, since you guys can look at your stuff, and Austin, you can figure out what feat you want to take, and Steven, you can figure out which power.
Okay.
Because he had way more options than you.
A lot more. I'm thinking one of the default utilities actually is a close burst 3 that provides cover that lasts for the entire encounter, which I might end up picking because that gives all enemies a -2 to hit allies in the cover, but I don't know.
If you got I like that.
The little you are presenting to everyone kind of bothers me, just how it's worded. It makes it look like I'm trying to show off my junk or something.
What?
What?
Like, you know how it says you said you made my screen the main screen? On mine it says you're presenting to everyone, and I just picture a dog like turning around and lifting its tail up and like presenting.
Oh, goodness. Or a cat, maybe. Cats are more likely to do that.
Exactly. Alright, good night, guys. I'm going to go spend some time with
good night.
My darling daughter and wife.
Alright, night,
Sorry
guys.
Good night, James.
Didn't get to do.
Hey, it's not your fault. This was
have
hilarious.
fun editing that nightmare.
I still had fun.
Alright, well, good. I'm glad you guys had fun.
We got drunk, we saved a favorite bartender. We're going to reference that later.
Yeah.
That bartender is going to have to like us. Maybe that's even the one who we got on the bad side of earlier.
Yeah, I'll try to remember that. Or if not, you guys remind me.
That's funny. Alright, guys.
Good night.
Night.